いちかさんがエプロン姿で家にいた。お帰りなさいと。いや、これはですね、仕事疲れで白チュームを見ると。おーい。まさか俺、無意識に婚姻届を役所に。そんなわけないでしょ。
Hey, hey, hey everyone, it's Dalt, and I'm hosting today's video. We're gonna see some comedy romance anime that you must watch. So let's get into it without wasting any more time. Number 10. Skip Beat. This anime has been dubbed. Premiered on October 2008 with 25 episodes. Its genres are comedy, drama, and romance. Bright, diligent, and yet naive 16-year-old Kyoko Mogami works hard to support the career and dreams of her childhood friend, crush, and rising pop icon, Shotaro Fuwa. Toiling endlessly at burger joints and tea ceremonies, the innocent Kyoko remains unaware that day in, day out, all of her tireless efforts have been taken for granted. Until one day, she finds out that her beloved Sho sees her as nothing but a free servant. Shocked, heartbroken, and enraged, she vows to take revenge on the rookie star by entering the ruthless world of entertainment herself. As she steps into this new life, Kyoko will face new challenges as well as people who will push her out of her comfort zone. Number 9. Hatsukoi Limited. This anime has only been subbed. Premiered on April 2009 with 12 episodes. Its genres are action, adventure, drama, and fantasy. Ayumi, Kai, Koyoi, Rika, and Nao are 5 middle school friends whose hot topic of conversation is, as always, love. Ayumi dreams of having a boy confess to her, and can't understand the idea that receiving unwanted confessions can be troublesome. She even believes that she will happily accept any guy who approaches her, that is, until she receives a love letter from Miso, a large delinquent high school boy whose very presence makes small children cry. Not wanting to date him, but too scared to reject him, Ayumi has no idea what to do, especially when Miso, now nicknamed Beast-kun by the girls, begins following her to and from school. To make matters worse, Ayumi then falls for Mamoru, a boy in her class who is Beast-kun's brother. With plenty of experiences in life and love left ahead, will the girls retain their naive beliefs? Or is it time to shake off that brother complex and realize that appearances aren't everything? Number 8. Ouran High School Host Club. This anime has been dubbed. Premiered on April 2006 with 26 episodes. Its genres are harem, school, comedy, and romance. Haruhi Fujioka is a bright scholarship candidate with no rank or title to speak of, a rare species at Ouran Academy, an elite school for students of high pedigree. When she opens the door to the music room number 3, hoping to find a quiet place to study, Haruhi unexpectedly stumbles upon the host club. Led by the princely Tamaki Suo, the club, whose other members include the Shadow King, Kyoya Utari, the mysterious Hitachin twins, Kaoru and Hikaru, the childlike Mitsukumi Hanikuzoka, also known as Honey, and his strong protector Takashi, Morinzuka, is where handsome boys with too much time on their hands entertain the girls in the academy. In a frantic attempt to remove himself from the host, Haruhi ends up breaking a vase worth 8 million yen, and is forced into becoming the eccentric group's general errand boy to repay her enormous debt. Number 7. Waiting in the Summer. This anime has been dubbed. Premiered on January 2012 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy, drama, romance, sci-fi, and slice of life. While testing out his camera on a bridge one summer night, Kaito Kirishima sees a blue light streaking across the sky, only to be blown off the railing seconds later. Just before succumbing to his unconsciousness, a hand reaches down to grab a hold of his own. Dazed and confused, Kaito wakes up the next morning, wondering how he ended up back in his own room, with no apparent injuries or any recollection of the night before. As he proceeds with his normal school life, Kaito and his friends discuss what to do with his camera, finally deciding to make a film with it over their upcoming summer break. Noticing that Kaito has an interest in the new upperclassman Ichika Takatsuki, his friend Tetsuro Ishigaki decides to invite her, as well as her friend Remen Yamano, to join them in their movie project. Number 6. Taishou Maiden Fairytale. This anime has only been subbed. Premiered on October 2021 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy, romance, slice of life, and shonen. Self-styled pessimist Tamehiko Shima lives alone in the mountains of Chiba after losing the use of his right hand in the same car accident that took his mother's life. Deemed incapable by his father and other wealthy relatives, he has been forced into exile. He experiences idle days of reading and sleepless nights of irrepressible angst. True to the Shima's famous pride and determined not to disgrace his family, Tamehiko is resigned to his new duty: stay in the mountains and wait for death to put an end to his suffering. However, on one snowy night, Tamehiko's insomnia is interrupted by someone knocking at the door. He then meets the 14-year-old Yuzuki Tachibana, who announces that she has come to be his future wife. Suddenly, Tamehiko remembers his father promising to send him a bride to assist him with impediments to his daily life. Number 5. My Senpai is Annoying. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on January 2021 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy, romance, and slice of life. At a certain trading company, saleswoman Futaba Igarashi has managed to hold her respectable job for almost 2 years, thanks to the guidance of her senior coworker, Harumi Takeda. However, due to Igarashi's short stature, Takeda often teases her and treats her like a child, leaving Igarashi constantly annoyed by his antics. Despite this, Igarashi notices Takeda's reliability, as he is always ready to help whenever something at their workplace goes awry. As Igarashi and Takeda spend more time together, their relationship soon develops further than simply being co-workers at the office. Number 4. A Sister's All You Need. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on October 2017 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy and romance. Itsuki Hashima is a light novelist obsessed with little sisters, strictly focusing on them when he writes his stories. Despite his personality, he is surrounded by a tight circle of friends. Nayuta Kani, a genius yet perverted novelist who is in love with him. Haruto Fuwa, a fellow male author whose work has seen considerable success. Miyako Shirakawa, a good friend that he met in college. And Chihiro, his perfect younger stepbrother who takes care of the housework and cooking. Together, they play strange games, go on spontaneous journeys, crack silly jokes, and celebrate each other's successes. However, each individual must also deal with their own issues, whether it is struggling to meet a deadline or coming to terms with traumatic events buried in their past. Number 3. The Way of the Househusband. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on April 2021 with 10 episodes. Its genres are comedy, romance, and slice of life. Who would have ever thought that the most feared gangster of his time now spends his days as a modest house husband? Seemingly giving up on the way of the Yakuza, the legendary immortal dragon, Tatsu, best known for his prolific skirmishes against rival gangs, has abruptly vanished. Unbeknownst to most, however, Tatsu is currently staying at an apartment with his wife, doing his best to live a peaceful life. Donning his trusty apron, Tatsu is now striving to become an efficient homemaker. Because of this, he has mastered the required skills, be it cooking the most delicious dishes, making sure to get the best deals at supermarkets, and everything in between, garnering the surprise of both of his former subordinates and enemies alike. Despite being a man with quite a controversial past, Tatsu's new way of life will only be more eccentric from here on out. Number 2. Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. This anime has been dubbed, premiered on July 2020 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy, romance, slice of life, and ecchi. At the start of her freshman year in college, Hana Uzaki reunites with Shinichi Sakurai, an upperclassman who was in the same club as her during her high school days. However, much to her surprise, the once active senior has ended up becoming a lonesome student, preferring to spend his free time in quiet peace. Uzaki does whatever she can to keep Sakurai from being alone, from convincing him to go to the movies to going to his part-time workplace. While Sakurai finds her irritating and tiresome, he still goes along with Uzaki's hijinks and shenanigans, even if he knows that her perky personality will only lead the two of them into various comical situations. Even so, as the days pass by, their relationship only gets better, to the point where people around them misinterpret them to be a couple. At any rate, whenever Uzaki wants to hang out with her upperclassmen, fun and adorable wackiness ensues. And finally, number 1. Koikimo. This anime has only been subbed, premiered on April 2021 with 12 episodes. Its genres are comedy and romance. People fall in love in the most mysterious of ways. This statement seems to be especially true for the affluent genius playboy Ryu Amakusa. When he nearly falls off the stairs one rainy morning, a girl named Ichika Arima saves him. As if by fate, Ryu encounters Ichika again later that night. She happens to be the best friend of his little sister, Ryo. Wanting to thank her, Ryu attempts to woo Ichika by employing his casual, flirtatious tactics, only to be immediately shot down, his target creeped out by his behavior. Rather than being discouraged, Ryu instead becomes more enthralled by her, and he begins to do everything he can to steal Ichika's heart, despite receiving disgusted reactions each time. However, as time passes by, will Ichika remain repulsed by Ryu's creepy yet dedicated advances? And with that, we've come to the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Bye bye now.